JR's a funny guy.
You can't hang out with JR and say, man, that was relatively boring.
JR just totally brings a whole other flavor to what we do.
Nicest guy, most approachable guy I would think out of anybody.
He's the guy that before he speaks, he really makes sure what he says is genuine.
And he is a great friend.
Who ate their Wheaties?
There's a story. A dude named Brady bringing up 3 gangsters of his own. All of them have 45s like they daddy. All right, I'll stop. Wow. His youngest one went to jail.
My name is JR Collins. I play bass with Unhindered. That's pretty much all I've done my whole life. I've been playing bass at church, a couple groups and bands, and now with Unhindered full time. My dad played music all his life. My sister plays. My brother was a drummer, so that actually worked out great because bass and drums, man, it's a pocket. My family had just moved to a new house, and the kid across the street knew how to play guitar, and he was like, man, I'd love for you to join my band, but, you know, we don't have anybody. We need a bass player. Man, I know you don't play bass. And I was like, I can go get a bass. So I told my dad, and he played instruments. So I was like, Dad, I want to go get a bass. He's like, do you even know what that is? And I was like, no, but I want one, you know? So my dad went out on a limb, went to the store and got me like the beginner pack. It comes with like a little small amp and a little bass or whatever. And I learned on that, and I joined the kids' band, and I was like, man, this is great. I mean, so I started playing bass that way, which is kind of weird because I didn't even know what a bass was when I picked it up. But I learned it, loved it, and kept playing it. This is JR, Christian, and Pat. We're a little side project. It's called Funk
Sandwich.
Funk Sandwich. Here it comes.
Wait, am I part of the funk this time?
Don't stop the funk.
Sorry.
I met some of the boys in high school. Me, Ben, and Pat went to Shiloh High School. I actually had a class with Ben. He was in my speech and debate class, and I gave a speech on a bass player that I really liked, and I totally failed the speech horribly because I went way over my time. But I mean, worked out for me because then he knew that I played bass. They were about to graduate, and half the band was going to another college, and the other half was going to another place. So they were looking for people to play, and through that speech and me being in the class, they knew that I played bass. And then the more they talked to me, I told them that I went to church, and they're like, well, 2 thumbs up, dude. Like, do you want to come try and play with us? So played a Hungry service, and it was awesome. I rock. I always felt like with the gift that God has given me, I could give back, you know? So I joined my my church band where I was at church, and I did that for the longest time, and I loved it. Nothing satisfies me more than being up there, playing bass, worshiping, you know, leading worship, or just being in the back, or whatever it is. Just, I love giving my gifts back. I have to say my deepest moments when I connect with God have definitely been on stage leading worship, because that's just, once again, that's just something I desire to do. Like, I love doing that. And when I get up there, you know, you start worshiping, you start going for it, and you're leading people in worship at the same time. Like, you're worshiping yourself. So I've had my deepest moments on stage, playing my bass, just intimate moments with me and God. What I like to be remembered for is playing with a group who really shaped this generation's worship and bring them a new style of worship. If you want to worship and you want to raise your hands, you do that. If you want to sit there and be in that moment with God, you do that, you know. I think freedom in worship is what we're pursuing, the new style. Just a new song for everyone.